So Toastmasters, to your attention please. We have a fun session that's going to be hosted by a very calm, quiet person. This person was our past SA.
Replacement for past assistants.
He used to be so good at just and getting the snacks. He was getting us variety of snacks. Now we started eating samosas. He is a DevOps engineer by profession. His inspiration is Mary Curie, you all know, a scientist who has bagged first Nobel Prize. She is the first Nobel Prize winner as a woman. So I would like to welcome our table topic master, Toastmaster Pradyumna.
Yeah, I also wanted to say about Madame Curie is that she was not just the first woman to win the Nobel Prize, she was also the first person to win Nobel Prize in both fields of physics and chemistry. So that's a yes. So today will be table topic session will be a little enigmatic because yeah, it's not the generic session where I give out the topics and the Toastmaster sort of prompter gives the speech. So I have bought a few set of pictures. So I'll be providing the pictures and then the Toastmaster must actually come up with the prompter speech based on the picture. This was actually inspired by what session that I saw people, the selection committee uses in CDS as common defense course. So yeah, let's start with our first image. I'll call Ritwik on stage. First image is this first image. You can see it's first was yeah, holding a phone. So you have to talk about yeah, what I feel when I yeah, see the picture. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. So I generally am bad at table topics, and every time when I don't get things to talk about, I just while away my time like this. But today I made up my mind to at least speak about others. So I think I can relate to this. So when I see this, I'm not sure if you know about pager duty. So pager duty is something where you have to be on call 24 bar 7 for like 1 week. So there will be a roster, and then if there is any issue, your manager will call you anytime of the day. So and that hasn't started yet, but I think once it starts, I think this will just be me at 2 in the night or 3 in the night, getting up and then yelling, solve this, solve that. So I think this is what I see. To I think what else can I say about this? That's my 1 minute. I'm just thinking if I can.
Have you done this
remember
before?
anything. Huh?
Have you done this before?
I haven't done this before. Yeah, that's all. So, thanks everyone. Thank you, Postmaster Vic. I've done the same on the phone, but at the customer service. So, I want to call someone who is not being so regular sunshine, Marita, for the next. Next image. Show the image.
She's getting scared.
You understand?
Fine.
So everybody can see. Looks like it's a meeting room where people are tense, they're discussing. One person is watching memes on his laptop. Yeah. So when I look at this image, first of all, thank you, Dave Toastmaster. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. So when I look at this image, it reminds me of my time in GT, Grand Thornton, when I was working as an auditor. As you all can remember, March is coming soon. March end is coming soon. So this used to be our status in our offices. Because when we used to audit are listed companies, you had to file their returns, or sorry, not returns, the report by 15th of April. So that was only a 15 days deadline for us. So this was a time when we used to stretch ourselves way too much, work 16 hours a day, not come home, and get calls from him. When are you coming home? And this was a time when we used to be so tense, where we used to just lose it, and then just start watching memes on Instagram, like and just start watching some accountant jokes that we don't have any life. Yeah, this was our life before. I did not have a life. So thank
So, like you're so like they say in the show, Game of Thrones, winter's coming. You can say the autumn is coming.
you.
So the next is a voluntary speaker who wants to raise their hands. Oh, yes. So this is the next. Let's see this. No. The person. Yeah, like he's covered his posted notes.
Posted.
So I don't know how he knows, but I do this sometimes. I'll start writing everything I do. Everything I do for 5 minutes interval, 15 minutes interval. And I'll write down the whole day down. This is already, this is already, this is already. And after 2 or 3 days of this, I have realized something that used to automatically expand to from 5 minutes to 30 minutes reduces. That gap starts reducing. And there was some British colonel who used to be very specific and punctual about time. And he used to have a very specific routine, like 3 idiots of dressing himself up. People get obsessed about that small 10 minutes of interval. What can I kill in this? What can I do really microsecond great in this? So that sometime I'm able to save. And it's not exactly that time itself is a very relative thing for our mind. It's not an absolute time. So if you save 1 second here, in a way you translate that to another 3 hours activity, probably you save 1 hour here. So that kind of habit starts developing in the mind. Like yesterday I was counting. Today I was counting the time for my speech, which is supposed to be 90 seconds or at max 3 minutes, but it went to 4 minutes. And I kept looking at the time every time, and I realized every time I used to practice, it used to take me more than 4 minutes because I used to expand what I was thinking. That's how the brain works, and that's how I function.
So, to this session, I think I'd like to deviate a bit because no other session I think calls President TableTopic session. Who better to inspire young women other than our President?
I stand here and I see this woman. What do you see with me? I see black woman, I see white woman, I see fat woman, I see thin woman. I see a Dove ad, I see a shampoo ad, and I see everything else that people today try to exploit into. Representing women of all type, of all gender, of all backgrounds. And today, I think this is what our
this is what we stand for. The fact that women can stand next to each other and support each other. There used to be a time when people used to rip each other apart, but today, when someone says "I do," something happened to me, and someone says "I do too." Every woman supports each other, and I think this is a good representation of it. And yet, even though there's not a single man over here in the picture, they appear happy, they appear strong, and they appear standing together. And um, other than that, I also feel like this is how we should support each other and make make our community stronger by building each other up. Is it really
Thank you for inspiring speech. The next image I would like to give it to our newly joined Toastmaster Namit, who is very sweet, very calm. The picture represents him. I really feel the picture represents him. So, this is the man helping, a person helping a homeless person. No, I can't see.
Thank you. And good evening to all. Before I start, I was just wondering, has anyone noticed the coincidence today? The theme is Women's Day and the word of day is editing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's coincidence or it's intended like that. So, so, okay, so this as you can think it anyway. A person is either most probably be what we think is helping the needy, or maybe taking from that. Can be interpreted in either ways. But what I would take is this kind of gesture, uh, being helping, being supportive, is very much required in this world, especially in today's context. We don't see these gestures often. One of the instances that I can think of is many times, even for myself, if somebody approaches me for help, many times there's a hesitation, right? How will I help him? And even I don't know how to help a person in particular situation, even though I want to help him. So in such situations, we should be forthright and we should at least give it a thought how to help a person in different situations and how to be of value to society. That's the thought that I would leave you with this picture. Thank you.
From the speech. Thank you. So the last image is a bit perplexing because I want to call someone who embodies the same characteristics. Melvia, you like so this, yeah, they're arm wrestling, they're like betting on arm wrestling.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good to be back. Okay, I don't know why he thinks I can arm wrestle. Okay, so this is the image if you all have not seen it. And I see two men arm wrestling here. And since it's Women's Day, I'm going to talk about one story. Which, so when I was a kid, right, we have cousins all playing together. And usually, it's the boys who beat up the girls. Correct? That's what.
No,
yes,
no.
yes, that's what happened.
What else?
But yeah, so that's I have had a brother who has beaten me so much, and all of this just for a piece of chicken. Yes, and my only comeback to this was to grow my nails, so I could I could attack him with it. I made him bleed, and he blames me to this day for his receding hairline. And that's one side of my family. And then on the other side of the family is where I have a sister called Marina, who, when we were probably 10 or 12, was arm wrestling another cousin that we have, and she won. So that is the day I believe that women can be stronger than men. So, that's true as that.
So I think we come to the end of this table topic session. I hope everybody had a wonderful time, and thank you.